stop celebrating. Down the Zillow app. You are walking into a slaughterhouse. Media is calling January 2026 the Great Housing Reset. They're telling you rates have stabilized, inventory is up, and it's finally safe to buy. That is a lie designed to turn you into a serf for the next 30 years. Look at this chart. This gap between your paycheck and the median home price isn't an accident. It's a feature. If you have less than $20,000 in your checking account right now and you sign a mortgage today, you are signing a suicide note for your financial future. The Federal Reserve didn't break inflation to help you. They broke the housing market to protect the dollar, and you are the collateral damage. If you think the American dream is a 30-year mortgage at 6.5% while you earn $60,000 a year, you need to wake up. Wall Street is betting on your foreclosure. I'm here to make sure they lose that bet. Here's the math that your real estate agent won't show you because they want their commission check. In 2026, the white picket fence is actually a barbed wire perimeter. When you buy a home with 5% down today, look at where your money goes for the first 7 years. It doesn't go to equity, it goes to interest. You are literally renting the money from the bank, but you also have to pay for the new roof, the property taxes, and the insurance premiums that just hiked 20% in Florida and California. Rent is the maximum you will pay every month. A mortgage is the minimum. Wall Street loves when you buy a house you can barely afford. Why? Because when you are house poor, you stop contributing to your 401k. You carry a balance on your Visa card at 24% APR because the water heater broke. You become trapped in your job because you can't afford to move. The system relies on you being in debt. The moment you sign those papers without a massive cash cushion, you are handcuffed to the economy. If the labor market softens, and it is softening, you lose the house, and your FICO score goes into the incinerator. So, what is the war plan? How do we survive 2026? Step 1. Embrace the renter's shield. Stop letting your boomer parents shame you for renting. In this market, cash is king and liquidity is oxygen. If you are renting an apartment for $1,800, but a mortgage on that same unit would be $3,200 with taxes and HOA fees, that difference of $1,400 isn't throwing money away. That is your war chest. Take that difference and aggressively stack it in a high-yield savings account or a money market fund. Right now, cash is actually paying you to hold it. You need a 6-month emergency fund, liquid, accessible cash. If you don't have that, you don't have permission to look at houses. You are vulnerable. Build the shield. Step 2. Attack the income gap. If you are earning under $50,000 a year, listen to me closely. You do not have a budgeting problem. You have an income problem. You cannot coupon clip your way out of this inflation. The cost of gas, groceries, and utilities has outpaced your 3% annual raise. You need to become mercenary about your career. In 2026, loyalty to a corporation is poverty. Update your resume. Look at the market rate for your skills. If you aren't job hopping every 24 months for a 15 to 20% bump, you are losing money to inflation. If your current 9-to-5 caps your earnings, you need a secondary income stream immediately. Not a hobby, a revenue stream. Service debt is at an all-time high. Use that energy to get paid, not to spend. Step 3. Automate your freedom. While everyone else is crying about housing prices, you are going to buy the American economy. If you are waiting to buy a house to start building wealth, you are losing. Open a Roth IRA, max it out, buy the S&P 500, low-cost index funds. Why? Because while real estate is stagnant or crashing in real terms, the market marches on. When you put $500 a month into the S&P 500, you own a piece of the companies that are hiking prices at the grocery store. Stop being the victim of inflation and start owning the inflation. Uncle Sam gives you tax advantages to do this. Utilizing a Roth IRA means that growth is tax-free. When you retire, the IRS gets zero. That is how you win. Listen to me. The 2026 economy is unforgiving to the ignorant and rewarding to the disciplined. They want you emotional. They want you to panic buy a house you can't afford so they can own you. Don't take the bait. Keep your rent low, hoard your cash, increase your income, invest in the market. Be the CEO of your own life, not an employee of the bank. Wall Street expects you to fold. Look them in the eye and raise the stakes. Get to work.